If there was a facial expression that I imagine when people watch the Jam Ringo experience for the first time, I want it to be shocked. I want to see them like a bit uncomfortable, squirmy, and then a big smile at the end of the show. Jam Ringo comes from a character on a YouTube video, which is Jack Jam Ralph, which is kind of like adding jam to the middle of my name. And then I'm a big fan of Ringo Starr from the Beatles. And so to kind of parody Ringo Starr, I put Jam and Ringo together and made this weird character. The biggest inspiration for Jam Ringo would be looking back at like some of those 70s talk show TV shows. The bands have these strange sets, very kind of done up in odd costumes, and the host is always in like a very kind of funky suit. It's also the style and aesthetic that I just can't get enough of. Teaming that with the talk show with bands of modern psychedelic music is like the perfect sort of match. And I just wanted to recreate that so bands can kind of be transported back to that time. The day is quite packed with people, and also just the amount of bands and people who come in to actually be on the show. We've got 4 cameras rolling, a sound guy with a mixing board because the music has to sound really good when we do the live performance. I want the music to stand up as a song for the band. We also have a gaffer who has a haze machine, spotlight when Jam Ringo does his little speech at the start of every episode. The editing of the show is kind of crazy. Like once the bed and the whole interview is there, then it kind of gets down to like, all right, I need to cut this bit out. How can I cover that transition? I'll put a seagull flying through with a squawking noise to cover that audio cut. It can be really weird stuff. Out of all the phases of making the Jam Ringo experience, my favorite bit is on set. Like as soon as we kind of have everything set up and the moment we start recording and Jam Ringo bursts out of that golden curtain at the start and starts the monologue, the band's playing their music, that's it. No matter what planning has happened before then or what the editing is going to be like, we're just rolling. And so that's the most in the moment fun bit. I want an audience member to feel like they've had a different aspect of a band or a performer or a person that they're familiar with, but also kind of be taken aback by some of the editing techniques and the style of the show. Something that they might not have seen, you know, since the 70s, for example. I wanted to feel like they're watching an archive video and have found a new band in there.